Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel, or welcome if this is your first video that you're seeing of ours.
It's cold for a summer night. I text you, I'm sorry, I don't mean to bother, but figured I gotta try. And you say you're busy, but I don't believe you, it's keeping me up at night. The way my emotions keep turning around, can keep it inside, no. Here we go, we go, we go. And let the roller coaster ride begin. Here we go, we go, we go.
I am currently 31 weeks and 1 day pregnant. My name is Emma, and I thought that today we would go through and do names I love but won't be using. We are due with a baby boy here in the next couple months, and we had his name picked out pretty soon off the bat, but there were some names that I absolutely loved and my husband was not thrilled about, or that just didn't fit. So what I think I'll do is I'll do all the girl names and then I'll go back and do all the boy names, because I know when some of you are watching this, you're having a girl, you're trying to get girl names, and the boy names that I'm saying have no relevance to you. Okay, let's start with the girl names. I've got my phone down here. I definitely have way more boy names than girl names. I've always wanted a boy. I have been praying and dreaming of having a boy for God knows how long, and therefore I have a lot of names that have popped into my mind or I've heard over the years that I have fallen in love with. So, girl names. The first one is Harper. And I think I fell in love with this name when another YouTuber named their daughter Harper. I've liked it ever since. I think it's just such a sweet name, and it would go well with a lot of different middle names. So that first one was Harper. The second one is Avery. Now, I really like the name Avery, but also it has become so popular and so overused that I couldn't have named my daughter this, even if we were having a girl. But I do think it's very sweet. Okay, the third one is kind of a different one. I don't actually know why I put it on this list. I do like it. I don't love it. And I don't think I would ever name my child this. But I probably saw it in a movie or something. That's usually where I get most of these names from. So the name is Quinn. And I don't know. It's something about the Q. Quinn. It is very cute, and I can think of like a little baby named Quinn, but I can't think of it being an adult, so I couldn't name my daughter that. Okay, the next one is Wren. I am obsessed with this name. I love it so much. If we were having a girl, it definitely would have been a strong contender. I just think it's the cutest name. Now, it does kind of remind me of like a toddler, and not necessarily a grown adult, but it's so cute. I can just think of like little floral stuff around her, and oh, it could be so cute. Okay, another one is Juliette. We would have nicknamed her Jules. My husband didn't like this name, so it never was really on his list, or it never was on our list if we were having a girl. But I just think it's precious. It is kind of an old-time name, Juliette, but making it more modern, Jules, I don't know. I just really like it. Okay, now I have two names that were going to be, if we had a girl, this would have been her name. And there was no ifs, ands, or buts. We didn't know which way we would put it, but these two names would have been her name if he was a her. And the first one of those is Paisley. I love the name Paisley. I have loved it for years. I think it's so adorable. We do live in the South, so it is kind of more of a Southern name, which I usually like. More Southern names. People can still spell it. I would spell it just the normal way. I think it's adorable. So then with that name, we really, really liked Reagan. So it would have either been Paisley Reagan or Reagan Paisley. I love those names together. I love them separate. If we ever have a girl in the future, it's going to be strong contenders. So those are the girl names that I have. Okay, boy names. Okay, so we do have his name picked out. I'm not going to be disclosing what his name is. So let's just jump right into it. Boy names. The first one that I have on here, and I'm not going to go through all of them because I have about 20 names on here, but I'm just going to pick some of our favorites that could have been his name. So the first one that I loved and my husband did not love was Braden. It is getting more popular for sure, and I can understand that. But my husband is very into strong names and names that have meaning. They have to have a meaning to them. And I don't remember what Braden means, but I remember that it didn't have like a strong meaning to it, and that's why he didn't like it. The other name that he did not like was Grayson. He really doesn't like any names that end in N or un. I could never get him to like any of those names. So I love the name Grayson. Another name that kind of goes along with that is Gray. Now, Gray was going to be his middle name until we found this other name that I liked better. So Gray was definitely up there. It was never going to be his first name, but his middle name was Gray for probably 2 weeks. We both really enjoyed that name. The next name on here, the name that we almost named him for his first name was Lincoln. I have a friend who named her son Lincoln last year, and I think it's so cute. I think it can move with them from baby to toddler to adult, and everything in between. I just think it's really cute. Little Lincoln Logs. There's just so many different variations of it and nicknames, and so I really liked that, and Tim actually liked it too. We just liked the other name a little bit better. The next one that we both liked was Anders. It's a little different, but Anders, it means strong and manly, and so that's why he liked it, because it has a meaning to it and it's a strong name. It's something that you don't hear all the time, but it's also a name that you can spell. So I really liked it, Anders. It was a little different, but still very cute, along with manly, if that makes sense. The next one that I have always liked, he did not like it because it's an N name, but I love the name Aidan. I like it any way that it's spelled. I wouldn't have cared if he wanted it spelled a certain way. I love the name Aidan. There are a lot of Aidans in the world, however, so it wouldn't be like a different name, but he also would have to spell it all the time. And that was something that I would have taken into consideration, because I never wanted his name to be something that he would have to spell over and over for the rest of his life. The next one on here that I really loved, Tim was on it. When I told him what it meant, he liked it a little more, but we never really got to the point where we're like, oh, we would name our child this. So this name is Kaelyn. It is different. It is definitely different. It does remind me of the girl version of Kaelyn, but the spelling is different. I just think it flows really well. Kaelyn Davis. He would have to spell it a lot. The next one that I have on here is a name that I have liked since I was maybe 7 or 8, and I don't know why I liked it. I don't love it now. I always said that I was gonna name my son this. I don't know what I was thinking, but I'm gonna throw it in here anyways. The name is Sebastian. Now, the full name, Sebastian, is very cute, and I do like it. Sebastian Davis. I do really like it. However, there's no way to shorten it, and I don't know about you all, but I am the type to do the scream test. Now, if you haven't heard of the scream test, I urge you to try this with the names that you are liking. When you're mad at your child in the future, does it sound good when you yell his name or her name? I don't know. I'm just throwing stuff out there. But I really do think it's a very cute name. I just would never name my child it. I think it's just too long for a name. Okay. I don't even know how many we've done. Let's do one more. The last one that we'll do is Colton. And for short, I would have called him Colt. I think it's a really strong name. It's a very southern name. I really enjoy the way that it sounds, Colton Davis. I think it flows really nice. I liked that name. Tim did not like it. He didn't like it at all. Not even a little bit. So it was never a contender for us. But I really like it, and I would definitely keep it. If we were to have another boy in the future, I would definitely have it on that list as well. And I'd have a lot of these on that list as well. So those are the names that I am going to give to you today. The names that I love or have loved. So be on the lookout for a name reveal video. I need to think of how I want to do it. I want it to be something special, something that we can look back on and remember why we chose his name. His name is a very strong name. There is meaning to it, and we both fell in love with it. I fell in love with the middle name. He fell in love with the first name, and we put it together, and it just worked. So we've had his name picked out since, 12 weeks maybe. I absolutely adore his name. So be on the lookout for that video. Hopefully it'll be coming out soon. Hit that little bell notification. That way you can be notified when that video does come out. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope I gave you some inspiration maybe for some names that maybe you haven't thought of before. And I'd love to hear some of the names that you all love but won't be using, or the names that you are naming your children. So put those down in the comments below, and I hope to see you in our future videos.
'Cause I wanna be loved by you.
Cut. Pregnancy brain. Oh my God. I will let you know what. What? Cut. Why can't I do this? That was good. Cut.